Thank you very much. And clearly, bear in mind that part of the theme of this summit is transportation. And there's a lot that was talked about transportation yesterday, apart from the rails. There are plans for roads, and I'm sure and I hope the people responsible will bear that in mind, and the fact that it connects to that value chain we're all trying to create. John, before I come to you, I'm going to talk to the guy who does who's in the food business here, Zadegunwa. I just want you to share with us again your thoughts on your experience so far in Ogun State. John, not you yet. Just here. I'm going to come to you last, John. Yes, I'm talking to you. I want to share your experience in Ogun State, the kind of things that you're doing, the kinds of things you want to achieve, and things of that nature, and so on. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We just came into Ogun State about 2 years now, and the first thing that I realized is that by virtue of location, Ogun State is actually strategically perfect, because you're just barely an hour from Lagos, and then to get to other parts of the country is much easier than you would have actually realized. And actually for us, to be able to get our products all through the country, Ogun State is actually extremely strategically located, which is absolutely perfect. Like everybody else has said as well, Ogun State is also home as well. So it's always good to be able to do charity begins at home. And a lot of what we're doing now with the factories we're putting up there's a lot of developments coming such that what we're able to achieve is really impacting on the society. For example, when we did our first factory, we were able to have like 3,000 people engaged. And automatically within the Ijebu community, you immediately saw the impact within the society. It was quite fantastic to be able to have 3,000 people engaged in doing the construction of this establishment. So yeah, we're very excited about it. A lot is happening, a lot is on the pipeline that we're about to launch, and we really are quite happy with the Ogun State infrastructures.
Okay, well, thanks very much. Did you mention, because I can't hear you clearly, did you say anything about the kind of things you're planning to do in the future?
Sorry?
Things that you're planning to do in the future. Did I miss that?
Yes, we do have a new plan that we're doing right now. We intend to be in the market within the next 4 weeks. Okay. By virtue of the fact that it's a new plan, I don't really want to obviously talk too much about that. But yes, we are having quite a lot of plans coming up within the near future.
Okay, thank you. All right, John, Mr. Komantaros, who's the chairman of Flour Mills, another huge giant in the country, and has been around for a while. And I kept you to just before last because of the size of what you're doing and the diversity in terms of the various things that you've been up to over the years, and certainly the kind of plans you have. So you and I had talked earlier on, but do share some of those thoughts with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Feluso. I did drive behind a Lafarge ready-mix truck for part of the way, and they drove very well. So delighted to be here. I think, Feluso, the first thing that stands out is that you've invited investors in the state to speak, and I think success breeds success. And I think the members of this panel here today really do show what investment in Ogun State has yielded. And all of us have been very successful in Ogun State, and all of us are looking to expand in Ogun State. And I think that is the best evidence of anyone can point to. Flour Mills has invested $35 billion in Agbara, in OPEC states, with the largest pasta plant in sub-Saharan Africa. We have also invested in Ososa, a cassava flour mill. We're looking to expand that into a cassava starch factory. And we're looking to see how we can develop cocoa and cashew processing points in the state for export, but not raw materials, finished and processed products. When I look for where I would like to invest, I look at three things. First, is there good security? Are the people safe? Second, is there gas or power there? Third are there roads and infrastructure? And I think OPIC Estates is one great example of all three things. And we're looking to expand in Ososa and develop that as a gas point and a greater infrastructure point. Ogun State provides all of these, many of these aspects, and I think that's a very important factor for investors. I think Ogun State has one of the greatest opportunities because it is at the crossroads of agriculture and industry. And today, for Nigeria to go forward, we need to be feeding, growing, processing, and feeding ourselves. This is the most critical thing we need to be doing. And Ogun State is the best example of having agriculture and industry in the same cross-section. And there's an old saying that a factory without a farm is scrap metal, and a farm without a factory is a weed. So I think that there is a tremendous ability here to unite the agricultural and the industrial sector in a virtual cycle of productivity and growth. And I think this has to be encouraged by developing clusters where there's power, infrastructure, and security around agricultural zones that can feed the raw materials and provide that cycle, virtual cycle of growth and GDP.
Yeah, thank you. If you again look at the theme, agriculture is very, very constant in all we talk about. And like I said, if I was to ever put forward a value proposition for Ogun State, it would be, integrating agriculture into an industrial process. The reason why I left Mr. Dada last is that he's with the National Association of Small-Scale Industries. And when you listen to what all the other majors are doing, and we talk a lot about value chains, and we're saying that the lifeline and the life of small-scale industries is to plug into these value chains and be part of that delivery process for the larger corporates. How are you finding that in Ogun State, in terms of opportunities, in terms of realities to date, and things that still need to be done?